Hey guys, as I'm editing this, I realized that I was sitting in a really creaky chair, so I want to apologize for that. As well as later in the video, I think it's more towards the end, some kind of air conditioner sound comes on. I don't know what that is, and I can't figure out how to get it away. So, excuse those minor mistakes. Thanks. Enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, today's video is why I started journaling, and then as well as 3 tips to start journaling. I'm just gonna get into it, So reason 1 is why I started journaling is because I wanted more freedom to say what I was thinking in the moment, or at a particular time in the day, or in the past. On the days that I feel down or anxious, it helps me get what's on my mind and what I'm feeling out on a page, and where I know no one will see it unless they look in there, but no one really ever does. And then I don't like dragging other people into what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling. So, like, for example, I am the kind of person that when other people are feeling sad or upset, I feel sad and upset. So I don't like giving them my sadness or my anxiousness. I don't feel like giving that back, unless like giving that feeling back to them unless they're the same way, or just in case that they're kind of the same way. Reason number 2 is that I'm a Christian, and it's difficult to pray and build on my relationship with God, whereas if I don't write anything down, I don't do anything for him for that day. I often forget to read my Bible, so this way it just helps me talk to God, and it gives me a way to let God take everything that I have just on my shoulders and take it away from me. And it helps to write out my prayers sometimes too, as where when I'm actually saying them, I get sidetracked and I don't really feel like it's coming from the heart. So when I do write my prayer, I feel like it's really coming from the heart. And my youth group coach always said, let it come from your heart, not your head. So that's kind of what it feels like. I'm letting it come from my heart and not from my head. Reason 3 of why I started journaling was because it gives me a kind of nighttime routine. Gives me a nighttime routine at night, and it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. And like, I'm a really big fan of routines, and I'm a big fan of doing the same thing every day, basically. And just having a routine in the morning and then having a routine at night helps me a lot. So this is one way that it helps me have a routine. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking down here, it's because I have my journal down there, and I have all my notes that I have in my journal, and on this video. But yeah, it just makes me feel good inside, and it feels like I'm accomplishing something at night, and other than just watching YouTube or Netflix or something before bed, it helps me kind of wind down as well as reading. I like to read before bed as well. So there are my 3 reasons why I started journaling. And yeah, so now for journaling tips. I have 3 journaling tips. Number 1 is tip number 1 is use the prompt today I'm thankful for, and it can be anything that you are thankful for throughout the day. Like, oh, I'm thankful for the person in front of me for paying for my coffee. Or if you paid for someone else's coffee, it can be that too. It can be anything throughout the day that that helps, or like that you were thankful for. Yeah, it can be anything. So number 2 is always use pen and not a pencil. Using a pen for me helps me, it just helps me have, more of like truth to what I'm writing and what I'm kind of producing in my journal. And when I use pencil, I can erase things, and I can erase things that I meant but I didn't want to say. So using pen, it all has to go on the paper, and you can't leave anything out. And then number 3 is, if you're running out of ideas to write from throughout the day, just be in the moment. Sit there in silence and think of something else that happened throughout the day, or write what are your feelings in that particular moment. I'll usually do this by like saying, it's like, oh, this day, and then at this time I'm feeling, and then from there. And then there are also I guess I have a 4th one. Let's go. But being in the moment is just being in the moment. You can say whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking at that moment, and just be open with yourself and your journal. Because no one, I mean, you never know, but no one is actually going to look at this. You guys like my journal? It's pretty cool. But no one's actually going to look at this unless they're being total dumb bums, I guess. I don't know. But just be in the moment. I have a 4th one now. Tip number 4 is use online sources. Use online journaling prompts to kind of get your juices flowing, and like write whatever you're going, like whatever. Just use an online prompt that you find online to write in your journal that day. I know that there's a lot. You can literally look up journaling prompts, and sorry, my dad got up and distracted me. And you can literally find any prompt that you like talking about, that you have an actual interest in. Number 5 is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a journal prompt. It can be a story that you came up with during the day. It can be just ideas that you had throughout the days. It can be anything that you have an interest in and what you don't want to forget. So journaling isn't just for writing down what you feel. It's for releasing ideas and releasing things that aren't necessarily, that you don't want to talk to other people about, but you still want them to be out there, So that is why I started journaling. That's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's why I started journaling, and some journaling tips as well. I like journaling. I've been journaling for a while now, on and off, but I started doing it way more frequently. And thanks for watching, and subscribe.